And action.
So here we are on day 22, and we're inside our tiny little sets in the ship. And we've got John Sumner over here playing Herb, the cameraman. Carl Chandler's playing Bruce Baxter. Oh. And this is the mess and the galley of the ship, the Venture. And the best person to give you a tour of the galley would actually be Lumpy the cook.
Well, I hope Lumpy gives a better tour of the galley than he does preparing the food.
Hello, what are you doing here? Who said you could come in here? What are you doing here? This is my galley, this is my private galley, my domain, and if anybody wants to come in here, they have to ask me. So what do you want? Oh, I see, you want a little tour, do you? Right, okay, come on in. Right, well, we've been at sea for quite a while now. We're running out of veg, this is kind of what we've got left. I'm probably going to have to make something like a fricassee or something out of these. As you can see, they're a bit dodged, but we will sort them out, don't worry. Yeah, I'm saving that for, you know, a special occasion. I mean, the thing is, the secret about cooking on board, you can get away with anything, right? You just got to make it taste nice. So I always add things whenever I can, and the crew, most of the time, can't tell the difference between good or bad food. So what I tend to do, for instance, with cheese, like they're used to the consistency of cheese, so I tend to get a piece of soap and mix it up with egg whites, put it out in the sun, and add a little bit of prune juice to it, soak it, marinate it out in the sun, and it comes up this nice kind of smoky flavour. It's rather beautiful. But I never know, that's the secret of the job, really. Because you don't have the best things to cook with. However, now I've collected these spices from all over the world. These come from Africa, India, Asia, Mexico, Bolivia, and of course, I met this bloke in Mexico and he gave me a whole stack of walnuts, and I've got hundreds of them. So at the moment I tend to be quite walnut based with my cooking. Yeah, see, Troy hasn't done his washing up. Someone hasn't finished their dinner there. I mean, you see, that's a waste. That's what I call a waste. You know, I mean, I'd have that. That's a lot of vitamins in there, so I'll have that. That is one of the. See, that's a swordfish pie with walnut, and well, that's really nice. Do you want some? Part of my duties are medical officer, so you know, a lot of the young sailors when they first come on board haven't got a clue. They stand in the wrong place. They get the ropes trapped around their legs, and of course, you know. Sometimes these come in handy for a quick amputation. Other things, yeah, we did have a couple of sailors obviously die on trips, and I do the embalming of the bodies, and we give them a nice burial, chuck them off the side and all that, so that's all right. And that's about it really. In here, I'm going to have to relieve myself, so I'm going to head over to the little boardroom. So this is the sacrosanct place of the entire vessel. You can pamper yourself, make yourself feel a little bit, you know, a little bit jolly. Take a nice relaxing bath. You know, if you shut the door and turn on all the taps, you can get a little bit of steam going, and you know, get yourself clean. And people do that every month or two. This doesn't actually work at the moment. The flush doesn't work very well, so it does get a little bit on the smelly side. But you know, we all put up with that. This soap is something that I made again with raisins and you know, odd bits and pieces. You know, people wash themselves with that. You know, they like to clean themselves up every now and then. I don't know why, but and then if people want to fancy a little bit of entertainment, we've got a big stash of these. I sell these as well, which I get when I go on shore. I find out all the local shops that sell this kind of literature, and there's some quite nifty stories in here. And very nifty stories, actually, very nifty indeed. And so I'm going to actually have to say goodbye to you at this point, and I'll see you later on.